Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Arabic Khatawaat. In this video, we're going to review the passive voice, what is known as المبني للمجهول. So if this is your first time learning about the passive voice, you will probably hear this Arabic terminology that we would say or refer to it as the unknown. When I say the unknown, I refer to the al-fa'il, the subject, meaning I do not know who executed the action. So I would say it refers to the unknown, which is المبني للمجهول. المبني للمجهول. So المبني للمجهول is a fun tense. So what we usually do is we have to learn the verb in the past tense. Then we would take away the subject, and then we would just use the verb and the object. I'll be giving you a few examples. So let's start with English. In English, for instance, if you're thinking of the passive voice, you would say, John, let's say, John wrote a book. In Arabic, what you would say, كتب John الكتابة or kitab. If I say الكتابة, I have to put the book. If I say kitab, then that would be a book. So this is what I mean here. كتب John kitab. كتب John kitab. If I'd like to take John away, John would be the subject over here, the subject, and then book would be the object. So I'll just use them here as my example. I'll say, for example, al-kitab. I'll use the object first, and I would say kutiba. In this example, I took away John. I do not have it. The doer or the subject. I know that the book, let's say the book was written. Who wrote it? I can change the subject. So al-kitabu kutiba. I can also say kutiba al-kitabu. It doesn't matter whether I put the object first or the verb first. Both of them have to indicate that I have a verb and I have an object. I could say I have an object and I have a verb, but I have no subject. So what happened to John? All right. When I say John in my sentence, or I say Ahmed, or I say Ali, I claim that I know the al-fa'il or the doer. So al-fa'il, technically in Arabic, would refer to the subject. So what I'm saying here, I'm saying John. I could say Maryam. I could say even the plural form, الطلاب. So all of these are considered subjects. Then I would need to use a verb, an action that John has executed, Maryam or الطلاب, the plural form. But what I need over here, I need an object. Let me give an example with Maryam. So Maryam, in this case, she is in the feminine form. So I'm using a female subject. So I'm saying Maryam كتبت kitab. Let's use al-kitab because I don't want to confuse you with the tanween. Maryam كتبت الكتاب. كتبت. I'm using the past tense in the singular feminine form because I'm referring to Maryam. I still have the object al-kitab. When I use المبني للمجهول, I have to always remember that I'm only going to be talking about al-kitab. I'm not going to be talking about Maryam. So it doesn't matter who executed the action, whether it's masculine or feminine. It could be John, even if it's plural over here. It could be plural feminine, it could be plural singular. Here, it's masculine. Al-kitab in this case is masculine. So I have to make sure that the verb needs to be in the masculine singular form. Here I'm saying kutiba, referring to al-kitab. If I decide, or let's say I have decided to use sayara, we use basic words so you can resonate with how you can change your vocab here. I can say Maryam again, or Ahmed, or Ali. Maryam rakibat, she rode. Rakibat, Maryam rakibat السيارة. Maryam rakibat السيارة. Now, what I'm going to do is I have to take away the subject. So Maryam is the subject. I'm going to remove Maryam here. Rakibat, in this case, I have the verb referring to Maryam. If I don't have Maryam, then I have to say the car was ridden or driven, or whatever form your verb is. You have to make sure you refer to the gender of a sayyara. So I can say here, ركبت السيارة. السيارة ركبت. So what you have over here, you have the feminine form, and the t refers to the car, to the object. So let me give you another example. Let me just take a moment.